Okay, today we're going to be changing the oil and filter on the Smart. It's a Smart 451. Sorry, I got so many oil filters in the garage. I mark them, put them in a big box, and I buy them in bulk. So anyway, first thing I do is just start the car, gonna get it up to temperature and drain the oil out. Okay, while the car is warming up, I'm gonna pop open the rear access to the engine cover, which is simply lift up the carpeted piece. Down here you'll see a little clip, or your little, not clip, what do you call it? Screw thingy-madooey. Turn it like half a turn. And there's your engine. So I'm just gonna let this keep warming up and then back in a minute. I'm also gonna clean this engine while I'm in here. Can't stand dirty engines. So back in a second. Okay, so this tiny little car has a huge drain bolt. 24 millimeters. And it's actually easiest to go. You'll see me go in front of the passenger side tire, easiest to get to, and you need a pretty short oil catch container, but I think there's only about 3 liters in the car. Let's hope. I think that thing only holds 4. So let's see in there, right there, I think you can see it, little tiny weeny little oil filter. We'll get that after we start the oil flowing. So just gonna go in front and loosen that bolt. Get on there. Jesus, how hard did they put it on? I actually need a breaker bar. Someone put this on so damn hard. Or wow. The last oil change was done by the dealership too, and this bolt is like, oh my God. There's no reason for it to be on there that hard, that tight. Back in a second, I gotta get a breaker bar. This is ridiculous. What I had to use to take off an oil drain bolt. It's like 3 feet long. This was done by the dealership, the last oil change. Before I bought it, it was done by the dealership. Like, Jesus Christ, 200 foot-pounds of torque on a goddamn oil drain bolt. That's just ridiculous. So let's get back to draining the oil. You can see in the bottom of the drain bolt, there's a little filter screen. Absolutely clean, this one. I'm just going to wipe it off. I don't know if they remove or not. Do they come out? I don't think so. It's all one piece. So if yours had any gunk in it, you'd rinse it out with gasoline or kerosene and then blow it dry. But this one's completely clean, so I'm just going to wipe it off while the oil's draining. And we're gonna try and get that oil filter off. I bet if this guy put a whoever did this, if he put the drain pan bolt on that hard, I bet this thing's not hand tight. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wonder of wonders. Back in a sec. Stops draining oil before I get this filter off, because I want to be able, ooh. I don't know if you can see from where you are, but that bucket is almost full. Jesus. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to let that drain and then put the filter plug back in, filter bolt back in, because I can't even, I'm not even gonna be able, if that filter hits that, it's just gonna create an Exxon Valdez in my driveway. So I'm gonna let that finish draining. I'll put the bolt back in, tighten it up what it's supposed to be, like 50 foot-pounds. And then we'll be back. We'll take the filter off after that, because I could have to empty that bucket. Okay, so that bolt was put back in, about 55 foot-pounds of torque. It's a big bolt, so it should have a little bit more torque than a smaller bolt. But I didn't check the spec, but it doesn't need to be the 200 that it was. So I'm using a strap wrench just to get this filter off. Oh, really? Really and truly. Does that look like it's moving? Again, this is supposed to be hand tight. Hand tight. Jesus Lord. Oh, it's coming. There we go. Oh my God, they must have had the apprentice working on this one. It's just a smart car, put the apprentice on it. Gorilla hands. That oil is, that's a little dark, but not bad. Like 5,000 kilometers. I mean, I know it's early for an oil change on synthetic. It should be around 7 or 8, but I don't have a hell of a lot to do these days. I am an essential worker. I do work, but on my days off, not a heck of a lot to do. Okay. Oh, of course I don't have a rag with me. I gotta clean this off and be back in a sec. Okay, hands cleaned. I'm not cleaning up the oil on the base where the filter goes too much, because I just want to make sure there's no dirt on there. I want a layer of lubrication on the seal so it's not stuck next time like this one was. So I'm gonna get a drop of that oil and put it on the rubber seal here. And then hand tight. Not two hands pushing against the car with your feet tight, just hand tight. This is a taller filter than the old one. I just lost about an inch of ground clearance. But this is the one Bosch recommended. Yeah, look, it sticks below the, ew, I don't like that. That's, well, let's pull this old one out and take a look at the height difference. An inch, probably an inch. But this is the Bosch recommended filter. That's like, whatever. It is a little long for my liking though. Oh well, I won't be doing any off-roading that I know of. Never know though. Okay, that's on. Back in a second, we'll fill up with oil. Okay, all that's left to do is put some new oil in it. There's the oil cap here. Oh, stay on there. I loosened that. Just want to get the dust and dirt off that so none gets in the engine. Little funnel, I use Dixie cups. Just cut the bottom off of them. You can get like 200 of them at a dollar store for $1. And I'm using Mobil 1 040 synthetic, which is in the manual a recommended summer weight oil. Anything above -10 you can use 040. In the winter I wouldn't use anything thinner or thicker than 020, but summertime 040 is fine. It's 3.4 liters we'll be putting in. And once that's all dumped in, we'll check it. The little yellow thing you see beside is the dipstick. So once I get this dumped in there slowly, we'll be back. There's the oil level. Still a little good. There's still going to be a little dirty old oil inside. It's a long dipstick. There's going to be dirty oil left inside of the drain sump, or the oil sump at the bottom of the engine. And so anyway, I'm going to cap it, start it, let it run for about 30 seconds, and then check. Wait about 2 minutes and check the oil level again, because we have to fill up that filter, and that filter only fills under pressure. Now some people will fill the filter, that oil filter, like one of the ones that go straight up and down. If it goes sideways into the car, you can't really fill those first. You can put a little bit, but some people pre-fill the filter. I didn't, just because a lot of people won't, and it doesn't really matter that much. So we're just going to start the car, let it run for 30-40 seconds, turn it off, wait a couple minutes, check the level. Okay, ran the engine for about 30 seconds, waited a few minutes for the oil to all drip down into the oil pan, so we know the exact level. And there we go. Perfect. And that's all for changing your oil, other than putting your engine cover back on. And I'll do the next video for, I'll just do a quick video on engine cleaning. You'll be amazed at the results. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, what was I going to say? I don't know. Subscribe, comment, hate it, love it, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. Thank you very much for watching.